Mary Lennox has just arrived at his grand house at Mr. Tweed Manor.
Martha, could you come down for a minute?
Yes, Mrs. Matlock.
This is Mary Lennox. She will be under our care from today onwards. Be a dear and bring her to her room, will you?
Understood, Mrs. Matlock. Mary, couple me up to your room. This is your room, Mary. Remember to not go poking your nose in places where you shouldn't. Lest Mr. Craven will be very cross indeed. You may have a look at the gardens. If you do visit them, one of the gardens is locked up and must not be opened.
Why is that?
The garden belonged to Lilia's. She had an accident in there and Mr. Craven was so bitter about her death, he locked the door, dug a hole and buried the key.
Can I go through the door?
You may, but there's not much to see even if you did. Well then, Mary, welcome to the Mr. Wayne Manor. I hope you find your stay here enjoyable.
Mary went off to explore the 600-year-old manor and its gardens. After a while, she found herself in the gardens of the lodge house.
Who are you and what are you doing?
Hasn't anyone told you not to sneak up on people like that?
Well, it's your fault for not hearing me.
Someone ought to teach you some lesson. I'm Ben Weatherstaff, and I'm the gardener here.
There's secret garden here, isn't there?
There is no secret garden here, and don't poke in where it's not belong to.
After saying that, the gardener left abruptly and left the poor child more puzzled than ever about the secret garden. The next day, she went to the gardens again. While walking around, she stumbled upon something cold and hard on the ground.
What's this? It looks like an old rusty key. Maybe it's the key to the garden.
Almost like magic, a small gust of wind revealed the secret garden.
It's beautiful.
That same night, Mary awoke to the sound of roaring wind against the house. She couldn't sleep, and as she lay in bed, she heard a crying noise.
That's not the wind. I'm going to find out where the noise is coming from. I think it's coming from the upstairs. Let me go have a look.
Quietly, Mary went upstairs and found the room which the sound was coming from. She gently pushed the door open.
Are you a ghost?
Stella, I'm Mary Lennox. Who are you?
I'm Colin, Mr. Craven's son.
Then I must be your cousin. Don't you know that I came to live here?
No, no one told me.
When you were born, your father locked the garden door and buried the key.
What garden?
Was the garden Mr. Craven hates. He locked the garden door and no one knows where he buried the key.
Really? I'll make them open the door.
Oh no, let's keep it a secret. It will be our latest secret.
I like that. I've never had a secret before.
Colin was tired from talking, and as he fell asleep, Mary went quietly away. Mary put Colin in his wheelchair and pushed it along the garden. But suddenly, Ben Weatherstaff's angry face looked down at them from top of the wall.
What are you doing in here? Oh, you boy. Do you know who I am? Yes, of course I do. You are the boy who is always ill. There's nothing wrong with me. I'll show you. Look at me. Just look at me.
You dear boy!
Colin stayed standing. Suddenly, he felt all his fears leave him.
I'm not afraid anymore. It's the magic of the secret garden. Please keep this a secret. When I can walk and run really well, I'll walk into my father's study and say, "Here I am, as well as strong as any boy in Yorkshire."
One day, Mr. Craven went to the garden. He walked slowly towards the metal door of the secret garden and wondered how he could find the key. Then he heard laughter from the other side of the wall. The door opened and Colin ran out.
Father, I'm Colin, your son. You can't believe it, but it's true.
Colin, you can walk.
I'll never need my wheelchair again. I'll walk with you, Father.
Ben and Mary watched in amazement when they saw Mr. Craven's happy face. And a boy with his head held up high and his eyes full of laughter walked Colin as strongly and steadily as any boy in Yorkshire.